Today I'm going to be showing you how to do the formulas: left, right, middle, and find, search, trim, substitute, text, networking days international, working days international, small, large, minimum, maximum, and rank. Let's start with left. What left does is it's going to take an amount of numbers or letters from a cell, and it's gonna be your left one. So it's gonna start left to right, and you choose the amount. So you go left, put the formula, and it asks you the text. So where you want to take it from, A2 in this case, and the amount of numbers or letters that you want to take. Let's say we want the first 5. Now we put a 5 number. We close it off, and we get the first 5 numbers. Right, it's the same thing. Instead of going from left to right, this is going right to left. We put right, and we choose the cell that we want to take it from, A7 in this case. Then we want the last 6 numbers. We close it off, and we have the last 6 numbers. For the middle, just like right and left, we're going to take the middle section. We go mid, we want to take it from, and here you can choose the number that you want to start from. So let's say we want to start from the 5. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we start from the 10th number. And how many numbers we want to take in between? We want to take 7, let's say. We close it off, and we have the 7 numbers starting from 5. Now for length, this one is going to tell us how many numbers of characters are in this cell right here. We go length. This one is the simplest one. Then we choose where we want to count it from. A7. We close it off, and we have 30 characters. Now this one has 2 purposes. We can find a letter or we can find a word. Let's put find, and we have to put the word or letter we want to find. Let's say we want to find the U letter, and we have to put this or else it's not going to work. We're going to find it from A22, and this is optional. You can put it or not, but you put the number of where you want to start looking for. If you put 1, it's going to start looking from the first character. If you put 5, it's going to start looking for the 5th character. I'm going to put 1, close it out, and the word U is in 4th place. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is right here. Now to find a word, it's the same thing, but instead of putting a U, we're going to put the word. Let's say we want to find the word head. And we want to find it from A22. And start looking from the first character, and it's the 12th. So if we count, head is going to start from the 12th. Now, one thing to know about find is that it is case sensitive. So we have to look out for that. Now, search is pretty much the same thing as find, the difference that it can only find a letter. You can't find a word on this one. Put search. Put what we want to find. Let's find an O from A27. And same as before, the number you want to start looking from. And it's the 18th. Now we go here to trim. Now, trim is to help you fix a sentence like this one that has a lot of unnecessary spaces, and it's going to help you delete them instead of you having to click on it and delete yourself all the space. Now we go trim, and we take where we want to choose it from, and it gives you the whole sentence without any spaces. Now, substitute. Substitute helps you to change a word or a letter that you have right here. So let's say we have all these A's, but we want them all capitalized. We can do that with substitute. We put substitute. We put the text we want to start with. Now what we want to change the A, all text, and we want them capitalized. So put a capitalized A. And remember to always put, when we put letters or words, put these things over here. And instance numbers helps you. What do you want to substitute? In this case, we have 3 A's. If I put 1, it's only going to change the first one. If I put 2, it's only going to change the second one. If I put 3, it's only going to change the third one. In this case, we want to change them all. So we don't put anything there. We close it off, and we have all our A's substituted. Now say we want to only substitute the middle one. We go here. We want to change it from here. Well, all text is the letter we want to change, which is A. But we want to change it to, and we only want to change the second one. So we put the number 2 in. It's only going to capitalize the second one. Now the text formula can help you. In this case, we have a date and we want to know what day it is, or we want to put it as a day. I want to put it as a day of the week. So in this case, this formula helps. We put text. The value is what we want to change. And the format text is what we want to change it to. In this case, we want day of the week. So I put day. And I want the day to only have 3 characters, 3 letters. So I put 3 Ds. And there we go, Sunday. So here comes Network Days, Networking Days International. Network Days helps us to count the days between a starting date and an ending date. Networking days does include Saturdays and Sundays, so they're not going to be counted on here. And it also helps us to count off the holidays. And we have a few holidays here that we made up. Now we start with networking days. And we have our start date, which is April 1st. Our end date, April 31st. And we have our holidays, which are these ones right here. We put them there, and we only have 20 days between those 2 days. And Networking Days International is different because the weekends are not included here, but it does give you other options for weekends. So let's start Networking Days International. We put the start date just like Networking Days, end date, and here's the difference with weekends. We have all these options. Let's say we only have Sundays as weekends. We put that there, and we put the holiday. It is optional if you want. We have that, and we have 24 days. Now we go for work days. Now work days, we have a starting date, just like networking days, but we have the amount of days this is going to take us. So networking days is going to help us get the ending date. Now we go work days. We put start date and the amount of days. And we can also put the holidays. So let's put that there too. And our project is going to be done February 11th, 2019. Now, one thing to remember for this is to put this cell with the date format option right here. If not, it's going to give you a random number. Now, workdays international. Same thing as workdays, instead this one gives you the option for different weekends. Now for workday international, same thing. Start date, the days it's gonna take, and weekends. Let's say it is Wednesday only. And we take our holiday, we close it off, and we're gonna finish our project February 5th, 2019. Now for the last few ones, we have small. Now small is gonna give us the smallest number between a several amount of numbers. And we go small. Now with the arrays, we take all the numbers we want to find our smallest numbers from. And on the K, we put 1, 2, 3, 4, indicating what small number we want. So if we want the smallest, we put 1. If we want the second smallest, we put 2, third smallest, 3, and so on. Let's say we want the smallest number of them all. We put 1, and we know it's 12. And let's do it with the third smallest number, just in case to see if it works. Put there, and we have 22 right here. Now with minimum, the difference is that it's going to give you the minimum number, the smallest one, but it doesn't give you the option of the smallest, the second smallest, the third smallest, which the small formula does. So right here, we put minimum, put right here, and it's gonna give us 12. Now large is the same thing as small, just we invert it and we find the largest number. We put large, the array is from here, and just like before, if we put 1, it's gonna find the largest number. If we put 2, it's gonna find the second largest number. So our largest is 94. Let's find the third largest number, which is 45. Now with max, same thing, it's gonna find the largest number of them all, but it does not give you the option of the second or third. Let's start from here, we change this, close it up, and 94. Now with rank is gonna rank any number you choose from a list. So for example, if you want to rank 37, it's gonna take us which place it's ranked from the whole list. So put rank right here. Now we want to rank the number 26, and we are ranking it from this whole list. And now the order is optional, but if you want it descending or ascending. Let's go ascending, close it off, and it's fourth. If you have 12, 21, 22, 26, it's the fourth, right? Let's do it again. So we want the number 26, we want from everything, but this time we want it descending. Let's see which place it goes, and it's the 5th place. And that was all of those formulas. Thank you.